Hello and welcome to In the Kitchen with Pen. Now today I'm going to be doing a recipe that you have seen before, but I am going to be doing it completely in my Ninja. I'm hoping to do it all in the 15 in 1. If I can't, I'll be finishing it in the Ninja Dual. So what's the recipe? Well, it's fish pie. It's Friday, so it's fish on Friday. Right, so in my Ninja at the moment, I have some peeled potatoes that I have chopped, and I have got them in there cooking for a mash. And the rest of the ingredients are a fish pie mix. We've used this one before and it's actually very, very good. I have a few king prawns, I mean literally there's a few because I don't eat them. They're for Steve to go in his side of the fish pie. I have some leeks. I have a few mixed veg, and I have flour. I have got more. Butter, milk, and in a moment I'll get the parsley. And that's what we need for our fish pie. So I've put these on for 8 minutes and a quick release. So there really is nothing more I can do for now. So once this has come to temperature and has released, we'll take these out and we'll start making the actual fish pie. Well, as you can see, the pressure cooker has finished and it is releasing the steam. I'll just show you, there you go, releasing the steam, and any minute now it will stop and I will be able to open the pressure cooker. So potatoes ready to mash in, well, it is over 8 minutes, but only just. Right, so I slide this across and I lift the lid, and there we have the potatoes. I'm now going to switch the pressure cooker back on. I've wiped it out and we're going across to Sear Saute, and I don't want it on high, so I'm going to go down to medium and press start, and I'm going to go in with a good knob of butter. Butter has melted, so I'm going to go in with the leeks. These were leeks that I bought and froze a number of months, chopped and froze. I didn't freeze them whole, obviously, as you can see. And all we're going to do is just let those saute gently. And obviously these are still frozen, so just help them. That's it. We want those to just saute gently in there with the butter. We don't need to cook them as such because they will cook in the sauce, as will the fish. I'm going to leave them to do their thing. Because there's a little bit of water there, that needs to evaporate off too. And now to make the roux, I'm going to need to add in some flour. And I'm going to add in a good spoonful of flour. And then I'm going to stir it all together. Get it all into the butter. And cook off the flour for a couple of minutes. We don't want any powdery bits of flour, and we don't want any burnt bits of flour, so that's why I'm going to keep stirring and see how we go. See, it's not catching, but because it's hot, you can see that it is some of the butter there is browning, should I say. Right, so let's go down. Turned it down again. We're only on number 2 now, because, you know, this is a white sauce. We don't want any colour if we can avoid it. So I'm just going to go in just with a tiny bit of milk, a bit more liquid in there. with a bit more milk and start actually making this sauce. We're looking for a thick white sauce. I'm going to end up putting in about a pint of milk. And when you come back, this sauce should be thick but lump free. Right, our sauce has thickened or started to thicken, and I'm going to go in with the mixed veg. This is the Asda Just Essentials mixed veg. So we've got carrots, peas, cauliflower. I wouldn't normally put cauliflower in there, but you use what you've got. This is the whole point of making things from scratch. Use what you have. Going to go in with some of the parsley. Again, we're just adding colour. Often I would add spinach at this point, but oh my god, I'm out of frozen spinach. I can't believe it. Right, and then we're going to go in with the fish. Now this isn't going to cook. I don't want it to cook. What I want to do is to coat it in the sauce. So just going to put that in, all of it. We have smoked haddock, we have salmon, and we have cod. Take out my whisk, switch off, and there we are. We've just tossed that through the sauce. Oh, that looks so nice. Next step is take this out, put it into a dish. On a low heat, I've got a good knob of butter and some milk, and now I'm just going to add these potatoes to my potato masher so that I get a nice lump free and creamy mash. And this is your potato ricer. It really does work well. Potatoes are all riced, so we're going to add some pepper and some salt, and as I always say, potatoes do like their salt. I didn't tell you, but I have seasoned the sauce for the fish with a little white pepper because of course fish can be salty. A little white pepper and just a dash of salt. These need a little bit more loosening, so in with a little bit more milk and a tiny bit of butter, and that's it. That's our mashed potatoes done, lump free. Right, there is our fish pie, and I know that on this side, no I don't, because I can see some more there, look. Now, I know that on this side I've got the prawns. Now I have to remember, because I really do not enjoy eating a prawn. Right, okay, I'm correct. This side has our prawns. You could, if like, to bulk this out further, you could actually put some hard-boiled eggs that you've halved on top, but that's actually too filling for us. So the leftover parsley, I'm just going to stir through the mash just to give us a little bit of colour in the mash. And now I'm going to use my favourite word. We just dollop our mash on top, remembering that this side are where the prawns are. And you'll see why I'll know when it's cooked in a moment. It's quite full, isn't it? Oops. Oh well. Better too much than not enough. Right, so our mash is on. And we need to fork it over to protect the fish. Because this is going to make a mess, so let's make a mess onto the kitchen towel, eh? Oh dear. We have an overspill, but fortunately it's just sauce and vegetables. Right. It almost just on the edge here. Whoops. Mash overboard. Right. So, one there, look. Right, so you want to fork your mash up so that you get some nice brown, not burnt, but really well done bits. Okay, but I'm also going to put an S in it, and I think we'll be able to see this once it's cooked, so that I know that's got Steve's side. Okay, so we've got a P and an S. And obviously you're making mash. What do you do to get a nice golden mash? You put some butter on top, don't you? You could put cheese, but we're not great lovers of cheese and fish. So we will literally just dollop some little tiny bits of butter on there. And I've got a rack in the Ninja already, and this will go and sit on the rack. So I'm going to pop it in now. Yeah, I will do, but it's a bit heavy, so I need to work out how I'm going to do it. Is rack out, then lift and pop it in. Then we will go down with our lid, and I'll just turn so you can see. Switch on, and we need to, do you know what, do I steam? No, we're going to bake at 190 for 15 minutes, and we just press start. That's it. Next time you see our fish pie, it'll be out and fully cooked. And as I hope you can see, we are on the final 10 seconds. So once this is done, we'll get it out, and it's best to leave it for a few minutes before you try and serve. Right, we're cooked. Wait for this to stop. There we go. And what I was going to say is, this is just for two of us. This is why I have used a dish. If you're making this for a family, then obviously do it all in the bowl. It's perfectly safe and it will work really, really well. So there we have our finger in it, haven't I? Fish pie. Now, if you look, you can still see the S and the P. So, hopefully, it means I won't get any prawns. Yay! Right then, there we are, 2 fish pies. All I'm doing is serving them with a few garden peas and some crusty bread and butter. So, we shall take this one with the prawns. See, no prawns in mine. Through to Steve, and then I'll be back and do a taste test. Right, you've seen it cooked, and how easy was it? Really, really easy. The ninjas, perfect. You could do this all on the hob and then pop it in the oven, but by doing it this way, I've saved not only time, but money. So, here we are, fish pie. So I'm going to try and get a bit of the smoked fish. Yeah, I've got some of the haddock, some of the salmon, and a piece of the cod. Quite a big piece of the cod. Okay, bon appetit. That's lovely. Do you know the only thing I'm going to put on that when I go and sit down at the table is a little bit of vinegar. The vegetables give you an extra bite. The leeks obviously add to the flavour. As I say, you could have added cheese to the sauce if you wanted, or to the mash, but we don't like fish and cheese, so that's why I didn't do it, but it still tastes good. So all I need to do is to say thank you for watching this edition of In the Kitchen with Pen, and I shall see you all again very soon. Bye bye. Thank you for watching this edition of In the Kitchen with Pen, and quite a lot of the time, Steve. If you've liked what we do and want to see more, then click here.
And if you'd like to subscribe, please click here.
Thanks for watching. See you soon. Bye bye.
Keep cooking.